J Willz.
What's going on, y'all? That's J Willz here with another video for you. A day in the life of That's J Willz. Guess where I went? New Orleans. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but I went to New Orleans for Mardi Gras. On March 1st, 2022, I went there to see what it was about. I actually went in 2020 before the pandemic, like legit right before the pandemic, and it gave me vibes. So I was like, I'm gonna go this time. This time I actually went by myself. Last time I went, I was with a couple of people. I was with my friend Christian and my bro Stacks. So I was like, yo, let me go again. So I booked my flight. I booked my hotel, the Royal Sonesta. I was looking at hotels, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna get a hotel on Bourbon Street because, like, I'm by myself and I'm not trying to get robbed walking 10 odd so blocks in these dark streets of New Orleans. And, like, me walking around with a camera, on top of that, it's just screaming tourists and it's just screaming rob me. So, yeah, I did it. So, I went to stay at the Royal Sonesta. It's pretty nice. Walk in, there's a nice little piano. There's a concierge desk or whatever. That was all nice and stuff. Legit, like, I went upstairs. The hotel room, not too bad. Like, there's, like, a little crack in the mirror or whatever, but it was cool. Like the mirror for, like, the closet, because the closet was, like, one of those slide things, slide doors. And then there's like a crack in it. Like the view outside the window wasn't too crazy. You couldn't really see it because there's like a desk. But like when you look outside, there's like a pool or whatever. If you probably pay like the $400 a night, you probably get the little balcony towards Bourbon Street so you can throw beads and see all the action without even getting into the mix like that. But who was gonna do that? I wasn't doing that. Like, I'm there for one day. Why would I do that, right? And I'm by myself. Like, so why would I? Why would I, right? So boom. I'm there, I'm chilling, I'm vibing. I actually go put my phone on a charger, put my camera to charge, took a little 20-minute nap, woke up. Now it's like, I'm here, what am I about to do? Drink. So I go to Fat Tuesdays, go get myself a margarita.
Right there.
Oh, which actually was like busting my scalacci. I'm not gonna lie to you, like. I was a little bopped on Bourbon Street, walking down the street. Yeah, Fat Tuesdays got me a little feeling right. I'm walking up and down Bourbon Street. I was like, all right, like walking away from Canal Street. I'm walking towards that side, like walking down the block. There's like not a lot of people. People starts emptying out. So I'm like, let me go to side blocks. I go to side block. I come across this like white dude on the drum. Doom, 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 doom. Like, I'm like, okay, he's wilding, turning up. People are vibing. So I follow him for a little bit. We came to like a stop where like somebody was playing music and they started playing the drums. He started playing the drums along with the music and people are turning up, vibing or whatever, right? So that's cool and all that. So I keep it pushing. I go back on Bourbon Street, going towards Canal Street. When I tell you there's some weird characters in New Orleans, there's some weird characters in New Orleans.
What is going on?
I loved it. A lot, motherfucker.
Like there's a lot of weird stuff going on there. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I guess it added to the aesthetics of the whole situation because you know it's Mardi Gras. I don't know if like it happens on a regular basis or like that's just a Mardi Gras thing, like where all these people, these characters come out. Like it It's very strange, right? So I'm walking up Bourbon Street, right? I come across like this couple. They're in like a stormtrooper's outfit, right? From Star Wars. I'm like, oh shit, stormtroopers. Take my camera out, start recording. They put their helmets on.
Video. Stormtroopers, love it. Love it.
They start wilding, like turning up, start wilding. But I'll tell you, if my relationship can't be like their relationship, like that's relationship goals right there. Like if you're not bringing that type of energy around me, if we can't have that type of energy and chemistry, it's clipped. Like get away from me. I don't need you in my life.
Love it. It's a video, by the way. I love it. Yo. Yo, thank you, thank you.
I'm just saying, cause like that right there, relationship goals for real. Now, like I'm on Bourbon Street, going back and forth. I'm ducking into spots. I go into one spot. The DJ is playing some tunes. I'm bopping. I'm vibing and stuff. He started playing some twerking music. Girls started twerking or whatever. Remind you, it's during the day, so there's not a lot of people out there. But I mean, there's a lot of people, but not a lot. Because like people are at the parades and stuff. I didn't really know where the parades were. I come to find out it was like St. Jude or St. Charles Place, which I had no idea where it was. And when I went to my maps to try to find it, like, yo, there was no service. And like people were telling me because there's so many people there, like cell phone service is spotty. Like they weren't joking. But I don't understand it if like you're putting all these 5G towers and all that stuff and like service is still garbage. Like what's going on here? Okay, cool. So I ended up like not going to the parades and stuff. I'm on the block, right? So I'm like, yo, let me go check out this hookah spot that my bro put me on to. So I pull up to a Tiki's. Like it's a pretty dope spot. I thought it was like bigger in the back. But it was really just that open spot. Because one thing I came to a realization about is that a lot of these spots, especially on Bourbon, like you walk in, it's small. But like if you keep on walking, there's like an open space where it's like, oh shit, this is dope.
Nice. Hidden spots.
Like I would never expect it. So I was thinking Tiki's was like that, but it was legit like that whole little space, that was like all that was there. So I pull up, there's people there waiting for tables and stuff. So I pull up, I tell him I'm by myself, I just want to sit down. He's like, all right, cool, got you. Sits me at the table. So I pull up, I order myself a hookah, because you know I'm a hookah thought. I order myself a pineapple mint coconut with milk-based hookah. Which was a vibe. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like I probably would have did better. But, man, you know, what can I say? What can I do? So I'm smoking my hookah. Then I actually come across these two girls who are next to me.
What's up, vlog? We here for Mardi Gras. Happy Mardi Gras. Wherever you guys are at.
Who, like, they were chilling, vibing. And, like, we both were like complaining about the music. So again, I think that was like how we ended up having the conversation about things, right? So it was Brittany and then it was Krista. So like I ended up getting shots. So I'm like, shot o'clock. We ended up having shots, talking and vibing or whatever.
More life, gotcha.
I'm like, all right, yo, y'all be safe, stay black and beautiful and enjoy. and just holler at me. We exchange Instagrams and stuff like that. I actually ended up on my way back to Bourbon Street, coming across this, like, I guess it looked like a pop-up shop, but maybe it might be their actual store. But I come across this store, like, I guess it's a clothing brand. I'm not too sure the name of it, but it's pretty dope. It was like a nice little setup. There's like hats. There was like a sweatsuit in the front on like a mannequin. And they got like a bunch of shirts and stuff. And then they had they had like a light up design that looked like like one of the things out of Pac-Man or whatever, which was dope. You go in the back, it was like a little small area. It wasn't really like a big open area, but it's like a bunch of greenery and stuff. It was cool. It was pretty dope. I ended up supporting because I'm like, yo, let me support black business because, you know, black business. I buy a shirt. I actually changed into that shirt like while I was there, and also I got put onto a song. Like I actually got put onto this artist that I like never heard before. And I was just like, I never heard about it, but granted, like I'm from New York, like there's probably artists from New York that they probably never heard of. His name is actually Rob49. Like I was actually listening to the song Turning Up. The dude that was actually behind the counter was turning up, was telling me that's his man's or whatever. And yeah, it was low-key a vibe. So I left there. I ended up going back to Bourbon. So I ended up going to this one spot that I was probably there like a couple of times. I was actually there earlier where that DJ was like playing tunes and girls was twerking. So I ended up going back there. I was watching one of the NCAA basketball games that were on. Like, I forgot who was playing, but the game was very interesting. So I'm chilling. All of a sudden, like, these girls pull up and then they start wilding. Like, I turn the camera on, they're like, like turning up, sticking their tongues out and stuff, like twerking and wilding. I'm like, I love them. Like, I love that energy. Keep that energy, for real, for real. So they were having fun. I don't know if it was a birthday or whatever. There's one girl, like, she had her pants on and then she had like panties over the pants. I don't know if that was a thing. Like, yeah, because I seen it on like one other girl, whatever, when I was on Bourbon, but like, I found that kind of strange. But I mean, yeah, to each their own, right? Cool. So now I leave that spot. I'm chilling, enjoying the vibes. All of a sudden, like, I didn't record it, but like, people start running. So my instinct, start running. They're running this way, so I'm running this way too. So I'm running. And like one thing about Bourbon is like when there's like a stampede or people start running, every spot closes their doors. So every spot is closing their doors. I'm like trying to find a spot to go into. And then luckily for me, this one dude was having trouble with the door, or I think he had reopened it. And I was like, yo, bro. He's like, all right, bet, pull up. He let me inside. And I'm just like laughing, like, I don't know what's going on. So I go all the way upstairs. And then I'm looking on the roof to see what's going on, because now that I'm safe, right? Yeah, apparently like somebody shot in the air and people started running. But I don't think that story is too true, because I didn't hear no gunshots. And I spoke to multiple people. They said they didn't hear no gunshots. So, yeah. While I'm there, just chilling, trying to make sure everything's safe. Like, waiting for people to come back on the street, really. I go inside. There's this one dude wilding. So I start wilding with him. Okay. I start hyping him up. Yo, my man pulls out the shades, puts it on. Now he starts doing his. Yo, I don't know what he was doing, but I love the energy he was giving me. There was like a lot of that. Every time I came across somebody, they were like just turning up, dancing or vibing. They're doing their. Like, I love that about them. Like, New Orleans was a vibe for real. Now, right, as I'm walking down the block, like, when I tell you I don't like snakes, I absolutely don't like snakes. But why do you find the need to walk around with a big ass snake around your neck? Tell me that. Make it make sense. And like, yo, people are taking pictures with it. Why? Like, that thing could kill you. What is the purpose of a snake? I don't understand what the purpose of a snake is, but like, they should not exist. It makes no sense. Especially like the big ones like that. Like, it's ridiculous. My man's was walking around like it was a necklace, like it was a chain, like it was an accessory. Like, you're bugging. You're wilding. Like, I pull up to like some dudes drumming, right? I'm like listening. I'm like, yo, you would have thought it was like a whole drumline battle the way it was going. Like, people were playing the drums. Some dude pull up. He takes the mallet, starts doing the drums, doing the drum pattern he was doing. I was like, what is going on here? All of a sudden, out the corner of my eye, I see a girl go up in the air, come down, and now, like, I see a circle form. Of course, my nosy ass, I go over there. I'm like, oh, let me see what's going on. So I go see what's going on. Like, the shorty's on the floor. Dude is wilding her up on the floor, not fighting, but like, yo, dancing with her. I'm like, that's lit. I love it. But I'm like, at the same time, like, yo, that's dirty. Like, yo, people, like, if you've ever been to Bourbon Street, or especially during Mardi Gras, like, you have beads all over the floor. You got people who probably pissed on the floor. You got vomit. You got, you name it, probably on the floor. Like, they're wilding. Like, I go a little further. Yo, there's girls wilding on the floor, like, hands on the ground, like. For those of you who don't know, I'm a member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. And there's nothing I love more than to see members of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. So big shout outs to all the bros, you feel me? Like, I loved it. Like, I'm on Bourbon Street, I'm running into bros left and right. Like, bros is like, aya.
Big root to the bros, you feel me?
So I ran into the bros, you feel me? Big root to the bros.
You already know. Shout out to the bros. Shout out to the bros, you feel me? CK in New Orleans. You already know. Big root to the bros, you feel me?
And I love it. I think Bruh set out on March. I actually saw it on social media after, but like, I wasn't there. I wish I was there because I would have loved to record it. But yeah, big root to the Bruhs. I love it. Like I said, like, I traveled by myself and I legit had fun. I had a good experience. If you ever want to go to Mardi Gras, you ever want to go to New Orleans, I probably wouldn't say just to go on Tuesday. Probably go on like the Thursday before Mardi Gras, so you could get that whole weekend, because I heard it's a whole vibe. Like, that's where you get the full experience. But who can drink that much alcohol? I'm not going to lie to you. Like, who can really do that? I can't. But if you can, kudos to you. Yo, I'll live vicariously through you. And another thing, yo, New Orleans ain't vegan and vegetarian friendly. I'll tell you that much. Because luckily I was there for a day. Because if I was there for longer than a day, I probably would have died. I'm not going to lie to you. Because, like, you can only survive off of pizza for so long. Like, legit, I was so happy when I was able to go to IHOP the next morning and have some pancakes. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I loved it. So, keep tuned. I'm going to have more videos for you, more travel vlogs, more travel videos, clips, and stuff like that. Also, stay tuned for, like, the recap video, like a short little recap video. Make sure to also follow me on all my social media platforms, THATSJWILLZ. And, yeah, just like that, I'm out. Peace.